Now, in this presentation, let us have an overview to the new syllabus. Now, what topics we are going to learn in IT in a new syllabus? The first chapter, what we have is a topic which is known as Advanced Web Designing, which is based on HTML5. We have already learned in 11th standard. Thereafter, we have Introduction to Search Engine Optimization. This is a totally new chapter, and I'm very glad to say that this chapter has been contributed by me over into the syllabus. Thereafter, we have Programming in JavaScript, which already we studied a part of it into the 11th standard, and now you'll have some advanced programming of JavaScript in the 12th standard. The next chapter is Emerging Technology. This is a new chapter. This chapter is as a theory into your paper, and what are the new technologies we are going to see is IoT, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and what is a 5G technology, which is coming up. The next chapter after that is server-side scripting, and in this server-side scripting, we are going to learn something about PHP. Students, today if you are going to seek a job in an IT industry, the server-side scripting and the JavaScript, these two topics are very much essential to build your career as a programmer. Thereafter, one more theory topic we have in a curriculum, that is e-commerce and e-governance. Now, let us see these topics one by one. Let's talk about what we are going to achieve learning web designing with HTML5. The chapter name is Advanced Web Designing. See, learning this chapter, we are going to talk to you about CSS, which is known as Cascading Style Sheet. Today, students, as you know, that this is an era of mobile. Previously, we used to see the websites on the PC or desktop, but now to search the information, not everyone is going to have a PC or a desktop, but he has a mobile, and there are certain CSS which are in HTML5 which supports you to scale down your website to the size of a mobile, and it becomes mobile compatible. So you can reach to maximum number of users learning or programming with CSS. In this first chapter, we are going to learn how to make a website. Thereafter, we are going to do certain features of HTML5 which can validate the data. For that, you need not have to do the programming every now and then, which is a new feature of HTML5. After that, we can learn the concept of image mapping. Now, what is an image mapping? Basically, with an image, you create hotspots, and that hotspots are connecting you to the different websites, and the person will have a information about every part of an image. Like if you go to a big mall, there is a design of the entire mall. Go to Oberoi Mall, for example, and on the front door you have a kiosk which tells you which shop is located where and what is the content of that shop. Without going actually into the mall, you can know what is the layout of the entire Oberoi Mall with the help of touchscreen. Similarly, this hotspots works as a touchscreen element. In fact, you are going to learn iframe also over here. The entire syllabus, the first chapter, aims at creating a website, and in fact, this year we are going to teach you how to do the hosting. Now, this hosting part is made optional in science, as if you are all stressed with the other contents or syllabus. But I know you will definitely enjoy the first chapter, which is a web designing chapter. Now, let's talk about the new chapter which we have introduced, which is known as search engine optimization. Dear students, this chapter talk about digital marketing. In fact, when I was contributing this chapter, I came across the difficulties that you already are being tied up with so much of studies. There are many things which needed to be covered into the chapter, but then we gave you just an overview. What is a search engine optimization? What are the types of search engine optimization? What techniques are being used to do this search engine optimization? What is page content? What is the role of keywords? What is social bookmarking? And what is SMO? Now, all these things are very new to you. I know. Search engine optimization means you are going to make a website and you are going to pull the crowd to your website. For pulling the crowd, you have to study your website step by step. The page content is what you're going to write into your website, which plays a very important role. Then there are certain techniques by which you can rank your website on a search engine at a first priority. There is a way you can pay to the search engines, which is known as a paid search, and other way is become more popular, become a brand. Then, in fact, you may be appointing some advisors who can plan your website in such a manner that it incorporates many search keywords into your websites, and thus your website starts ranking as soon as it gets crowded. Now, what is a social bookmarking over here? We do Facebook marketing, Twitter marketing, Instagram marketing. We are connected to the social media. This also plays a very vital role into the search engine optimization. You should be linked with others and others should be linked with you. That's how you become much more popular. Now, there will be a practical, how you can practically do the search engine optimization. The third chapter, what we are going to study in the 12th standard is JavaScript. Already you have come across this chapter. It is a client-side scripting language. You will be studying loops. Then you will be studying the concept of document objects and window objects. You will be studying about inbuilt certain functions which are related to string handling, which are related to math, which are related to array, which are related to date, which are related to numbers and calculations, and various properties and methods which will help you to do a realistic programming or validations. The simple JavaScript program to do this validation and user interaction. This is a basic objective of teaching this chapter, because to make a page dynamic, JavaScript really helps you. Thereafter, we are going to learn something about emerging technologies, and this IoT is a chapter, cloud computing is a chapter, artificial intelligence is a chapter, and a 5G technology, which is the latest one in internet technology. Now, IoT means what? Internet of a things. Today you see a smart city. Smart cities are built on a concept of IoT. A cloud computing is what? Every now and then you try to buy a software. Now you don't have to buy a software. You have to rent it, use it, and reduce the cost of consumption. Artificial intelligence is today's arena where you will be provided with an intelligent help. You are going to make robots or small devices. You're going to program them. And the artificial intelligence is an arena for that particular technology. We'll be giving you in-depth theoretical knowledge about what are these arenas. By this introduction, you will come to know across what are the trends into the technology. Thereafter, we are going to introduce about 5G. You might have seen 4G today, which comes into your phone. And the next technology to come in an internet is 5G technology, wherein you can do calling, you can see your TVs, you can see your all the channels of the TVs, you can talk to any person at a very high rate, very high speed. And what is that 5G technology is built upon? We are going to see the information about this. The next chapter is a very crucial chapter, and it's an hotcake item for today's programmer. It is known as PHP. It is a complete open source. You don't require a license software. You can write a program in PHP. So we'll be introducing you what are the features of PHP, what are the variables and data types used in PHP, arrays, string functions, and user-defined functions, how to write them into PHP. Then we are going to show you a form handling with a database connectivity. Here, once you learn this, you will be able to host any website in an interactive form and collect the user's data or create admission systems or create Amazon-like websites. I hope these are the objectives of making a syllabus. Thereafter, a theory chapter comes to you, that is e-commerce and e-governance. In this chapter, we are going to learn about concept and advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce. What is the e-commerce trade cycle? Various payment modes, common forms of e-commerce. What is EDI? Electronic Data Interchange. What is EDI? Electronic Data Interchange. E-governance concept, advantages and its e-governance concept, advantages and their types, and various security measures which are being used in e-commerce so that the business becomes more secure. Now students, your final exam is a theoretical exam of 80 marks which will be conducted online, and the pattern for the exam is you have a fill in the blank questions for 10 marks, true or false questions for 10 marks, multiple choice single answer for 10 marks, multiple choice 2 correct answers for 20 marks, multiple choice 3 correct answers for 6 marks. Then you have match the following. For 4 marks, you have answer in brief. We are going to give number of questions, and out of that number of questions, we are going to select only 5. Each will carry 2 marks, and it will be of 10 marks. So a short questions will be there, a theoretical questions. Thereafter, you will be given a choice of code for 5 marks. You have to solve one code for 5 marks and one more code again or a program. It could be either in PHP, it could be either in JavaScript, or it could be in HTML for 12th standard. You will have such an 80 marks examination for 2.5 hours, and you will have a practical of 20 marks which will be conducted in the college, which consists of a practical as decided by the board. Probably you will have to do one practical for 15 marks and 5 marks will be there for journal. This is a marks distribution for internal examination for practical exam in the IT subject. I hope you have understood an overview of the entire syllabus. I'll be thanking all of you and wishing you best of luck for your new curriculum. Thank you very much.